As someone whose love of gaming was born on the NES, platformers have long been my bread and butter, and one thing I return to constantly in my now 30 plus years of playing video games. WayForward has been one of my favorite developers for a long time, and they're back with Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Let's take a look.
Alright guys, so yeah, we are talking Shantae and the Seven Sirens, the new release from WayForward. It's out right now for Apple Arcade, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Steam. Pretty sure you can play it on Tout or on Google Plus if those things still exist anywhere. It does cost $30, but let me tell you, it's worth every penny. And just so you know, the review of this one is for the Switch version. I haven't played it elsewhere yet. To kick things off, the intro animation from Trigger Animation Studio. You might know them from their previous work. They've worked on Kill la Kill, Little Witch Academia, Project X Zone, intro on the DS, and some of the cutscene work on Indivisible, which is available on multi-platform right now. Now, I love the intro to Flint Hook, and this is the best one since Flint Hook released. And the animation, even better, is continuously used throughout the game for cutscenes, so it isn't just wasted in the first 10 seconds. On top of that, not only do you get great animation, the voice acting on this game is greatly improved. So you're getting more of it, it sounds better, and the characters are therefore giving more life to the world. Pretty much every major character you interact with has a voice at this point, and it's not just like in previous games. Shantae was pretty well vocalized, and like Risky Boots was pretty well vocalized and stuff like that. But some of the minor characters only had like one or two words that they would say. But in this one, Bolo, Uncle, Sky, other characters as well. I'm not gonna say they're fully voiced, but there's definitely more voices being used. So the world feels more alive, the world feels more complete, which is wonderful. Now, WayForward kind of is known for their visuals and how beautiful their games are. If you saw the Superhero Games You Might Have Missed video, we covered both Justice League Heroes The Flash for the Game Boy Advance, as well as Batman the Brave and the Bold for the Wii. Both of those games, for the hardware they were on, looked pretty good. And that's kind of been the hallmark of everything that WayForward has done. And the Shantae series is no different than that. The original games, being on the original Game Boy Color, did a lot with a little. It looked really good. And then moving forward, Risky's Revenge looked really good. And The Pirate's Curse looked great. It was a pixel art version of the game, which looked really good. And then we moved into Half Genie Hero, which to me was beautiful. I didn't think they could have gotten any better. And then I booted this game up, and holy cow, this game is just stunning. Like visually, this is a cartoon come to life. And it kind of, side note, little sidebar here, kind of surprised there hasn't been a Shantae animated series yet, because boy howdy, I think that would do well. But here, just let's look at the game real quick. The animations are greatly improved from the previous, and that's from Half Genie Hero, which already had significant, gorgeous, wonderful animations. The character models and the enemy models in the game are huge and beautiful and detailed, and they move like classic animation. They move like what feels like a cartoon. It's wonderful. The backgrounds are stunning. The visual effects in the game for the different genie powers and the magic and the attacks from the enemies are wonderful. I think if I had to have one complaint, it's the complaint that you can have with every platformer out there, and this goes all the way back to the original Super Mario Brothers, is the enemies are repeated. And in this case, yeah, I mean you get enemy repetition with the crabs and spiders and bats, and I guess if you really want to nitpick, that's a problem. But no, it's not, because these characters look great, and they're fun to attack, and they make the world feel like a classic platformer. It's wonderful. From a gameplay perspective, the challenge is on par with previous Shantae titles. The Shantae titles are no joke. These aren't games that I would sit my 11-year-old down with and expect him to just breeze through. In fact, he's played Half Genie Hero, and it's an accomplishment for him when he beats a boss. He gets very excited, and that's a nice feeling for him. And it's a nice feeling for me, too, to see him actually kind of stick with something and go through it. So the games are a little bit tough in the Shantae series, and this one's right on point with there. I will say that the controls do feel tighter this time around as opposed to previous versions. That could just be placebo effect of me not recognizing the controls being any better or worse, but hey, that's what it feels like to me. And since they feel tighter to me, the movements feel more natural. I'm able to stop more quickly with Shantae. It doesn't feel like she's on ice at all. And with Shantae, you've got the classic transformations where she uses her genie powers to turn into other creatures. I haven't played too far into it yet, so I only have the newt transformation, but it's awesome because you can stick to walls and climb up and down. It's great. But one of the neat things that they did this game is that they added a monster card system. So the game is completely customizable to each user. Now, while you're always going to have the same levels that every other user is going to have, monsters sometimes drop cards that give you different powers and abilities. And that lets you completely customize the game to how you want to play. It's a really neat experience, and it's such a small, simple addition to the game that it just makes things so much better and so much more enjoyable, and it feels like it's really set up to be personalized for each person. Now, this game feels like an evolutionary leap in platformers to me. I feel the same way about this game I did the first time I played Batman Brave and the Bold, or anything like that. And just from a WayForward perspective, I feel the same way I felt the first time I played Mighty Switch Force, or the first time I played Shantae and Half Genie Hero. It's a leap forward. This is the ultimate WayForward release. Every time I think they can't top themselves, they do. And it's not just by a little bit. It's, exponentially topping themselves. Nothing in this game feels forced. Nothing feels out of place. Everything is very logically done and logically decided. It's a stunning game. It's wonderful. I do not feel like I wasted any penny of the $30 I spent on this title. It's great. I hope you enjoy it too.
Guys, I try not to be hyperbolic on this channel, so when I tell you that Shantae and the Seven Sirens is the best work that WayForward has done, I mean it. I have played a ton of WayForward games. I've played everything from the Shantae series, Batman Brave and the Bold, Justice League Heroes The Flash, Mighty Switch Force, the list goes on and on. They're a spectacular, superlative developer, and this is their peak performance. If you like platformers, this game is on point. If you enjoy just crazy animation and gorgeous visuals, this game will not let you down. It is worth every penny that you pay for it. It is a wonderful game and a wonderful experience to enjoy. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider giving it a like and a comment down below. Lets us know that you're enjoying what we're doing and what we can do better if there's something that we can improve upon. Do consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you want to get notified for more stuff that we're doing. We've got a video coming up later this week about Minecraft Dungeons, and it's not just me this time. I've been threatening for a month or more. I've been threatening for months, in fact, that the whole family's going to be involved. And we've got Meredith, Victor, and even our dog makes a guest appearance. So you'll get to hear from Tessie as well. Until next time, guys, I am Jay. I've had a lot of fun talking to you about this game. I hope you do check out Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Play more games. We'll talk to you soon.